let's take a first walk around. Let's understand what all these tabs are in the free version. I've got a sign up video. If you need to know how to sign up, go check out my 2020 version of how to sign up for Zoho. But we've got some sample data, and I'm going to take you for a walk around all the different sections, and then we'll delve back into each area a little bit more in a minute, right? So your home screen, this is where you can set up all your little widgets to tell you whatever you want. You might have your pipeline funnel status, where how much money you've got in your pipeline, what stages money's at, open tasks, anything that you've been assigned to do that you've assigned yourself, reminders, meetings coming up, phone calls you need to make. You've got open tasks that you need to clear up. Any deals closing this month, today's leads. You can basically add, edit, and do anything you want here to just give you what you need in a snapshot view, right? Leads. Now, I define leads as people you don't know yet, people that you haven't worked with, people that you want to get in contact with, want to get the access to talk to them about a possible deal, right? So I work with lots of security companies, or I did work with security companies. So it's easy for me to explain in a physical security sort of scenario. So to me, if what we're talking about here is somebody, like I'd be sat at my desk, I'd be the manager, and a technician would walk in and say, "Oh, I hear that that chemist down the corner, pharmacy. That's the word I was looking for. They want a new fire alarm. So and so told me they needed a new fire alarm." And you'd go, "Oh right, bang it in. I'm going to come back to this in a second. I'll show you how to add it, and we'll do it as an example." This is like, we'll then add a lead. We'll get a lead off our website. We'll get a lead off our Facebook page. We'll get a lead. Somebody's asking for something, or somebody's grapevine told you something. So the lead is somebody that are not in your system. They're new, sort of. You might even not even have their email. You might not have the phone number. You may just know it's Dave Smith at the pharmacy, and that's all you put in. And then your next job is to find out their information and then see if they're interested in you giving them a quote for a fire alarm, something like that, right? So leads to me are first point of contact, or even before that you need to reach out to. What you do then with leads is you convert the lead into hopefully a contact, an account, and a deal, right? So the contact are the people that you deal with. Actual people. These are actual people, phone numbers, email addresses, right? It's exactly what it sounds like. They're contacts, right? The accounts are the businesses, the places that are going to get the invoice, the place that's going to pay the bill. Now, if you're a B2C business, like, I used to work with security companies that would sell burglar alarms to people, where it'd be Mrs. Smith at number 5, whatever road. Well, her name was the contact and the account, because her home address as a residential customer, she was in both, right? But if you're selling B2B, obviously the account will be the business, and the contact will be all the different people that work for that business, right? You may have multiple people under an account, right? So that's the difference between contacts and accounts. Deals are where everything in your CRM, if you're a salesperson and that's what you're doing it for, the deals, or what they used to be called opportunities, it's where everything lives. You've got a pipeline of your deal status. How does your deal, you qualify a deal, depends how you want to speak about these things, and then you move it across. As your deal moves across, your pipeline updates. And there's different ways to update a deal, but your deals are, making the contact. Do you want a fire alarm? Do you mind if I come and have a chat with you about it? And then your ID that says ID decision makers. So you find that person. You get to a place where you go and you build the quote. You put the quote together. You send the quote off, and then you're into review. And then obviously you're trying to get this deal closed won, closed lost. So Mr. Smith wants a fire alarm, or doesn't want a fire alarm. Wants it signed off. That's where we want your money, and we're ready to go. The deal's done, right? That's where everything lives, in your pipeline. We're going to come back to it in a second. Activities. This is where um, oh, this is where you're going to be able to track information, find contact information for customers, open deals, tasks. So these are all the tasks that you've got in different areas. So the customers or your contacts, open deals, leads and contacts, and anything else, right? I don't know what a webinar is. I don't know why I've got that there. But if you've got meetings coming up, you've got calls to log, you've got tasks to complete, everything's going to be within the activities. Reports, as you can imagine, everything's got a report. Everything's got a report you can edit, customize, change, and you're gonna get your favorite reports. You know what reports you'll need when you come. What are my open deals? You can edit these reports. You can tinker with them. Today's leads. A lot of bosses ask for phone contact lists. How many people have you phoned today? How many leads have you created? How many leads have you called? All your reports are in there, right? Feeds. Now this is a little bit like imagine perhaps like your Facebook feed, where it'll tag things that have happened. If you allow it to show to other people, you might say I'm off to see Dave Smith. Anyone know him? And it'll be like, it's almost like a Facebook status or a Twitter status, but all your other people in your organization can see it, and someone might come back on their account and say, yeah, my wife knows him. I don't know, where from, squash club or something, I don't know, right? Squash club. Nice guy. I'll come see you about him. I'll come see you. Something like that, right? To give you some insight. You're looking for some insight from somebody else in your team. Has anybody worked with these people? And they might come back and say, yeah, I gave them a quote 3 months ago. They didn't want it. But obviously you're going to you'll see that in the deals, and you'll see that in the customer information anyway. But it's just sort of talking to the team, telling them what you've done. And then when you close a deal, it'll come up here and people can congratulate you. This virtual high five and stuff like that. And that's what the feeds are for. There'll be some other tabs here. Campaigns. Campaigns are every time you do some sort of marketing campaign, when you close a deal or create a deal, you can tag that campaign. So olden day analogy would be Yellow Pages. You've paid £1,000 to be listed in the Yellow Pages. Somebody phones your office, says, I need a burglar alarm. You say to him, oh, that's great. Do you mind if I ask where you heard us, got our number from? Or did somebody recommend us? I found you in the Yellow Pages. So then you tag that campaign and you say, Yellow Pages, right? And then if the deal closes, you've got a tag to say that Yellow Pages advert closed a £2,000 burglar alarm. And over the course of the year or that marketing campaign, you can see how many people came via that campaign, right? And now, if it was viable and was it worth it, and are you going to use it again next year when it comes round? Same with Facebook ads. You put an advert on Facebook, tag that person to they clicked on that Facebook ad, or they came from via that deal that you offered on Facebook. So campaigns really cool. Documents and everything. If you want to share documents, you want to, you've got global things, global templates, you've got pamphlets you probably send out. All this is going to go in documents. Visits, it's probably not going to work on a free version, is it? Identify and track your website visitors. So you basically add this to your website, and you can see how many times they've come to your website. How many visits? Look, you'll see there, daily visits. Oh, I tried to zoom in, and you can see. When you start seeing, you can actually see people live chatting on, I don't know if you can do it on the free version, but you can see what pages they've visited and how many times they've come. So if they've come to a certain page 10 times, all of a sudden that lead's got a little bit more of a qualification to it that shows this person's been really interested because they've visited our website 10 times and things like that, right? Equip yourselves, shorten your sales cycle with audio calls, so you can dive in and talk to them, you can dive in and message them, and you can, give them a little bit better of an experience, right? Up the top here, obviously, you can search for anything, contacts, deals, accounts, any notifications. If you're connected to anything, you'll get like opened email address, stuff like that. A quick add button, add a lead, add a contact, add all these things. Your calendar, you jump to a calendar, jump to a date. And if you're allowed access, then you're going to get the admin rights to get into the setup area. Oh, and finally, your profile information. Need help? There's some resources. If you're on a higher version, there'll be some live chat there and things like that. And you'll be able to do exactly that, right?